Hello, hello, hello. Good evening. Happy. Wiki. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Happy. Happy Monday, everybody. Happy Monday. So excited, grateful, happy, um, what? Joyful to see you all. I pray that you all have had an absolutely phenomenal day. I pray we're going to go through it because you know what? It's a real thing. I pray that you all smiled today more than you frowned. I pray that you didn't frown. How about that? I pray that your day was absolutely dynamic. I pray that you were so full of joy, that your heart was so overwhelmed when you sit and you think about where you are right now and where God brought you from. I pray that you're excited because you're pondering and you're thinking about what your life will look like 6 months from now, 12 months from now, 18 months from now, 24 months from now, and it just lights your face up. I pray that you are grateful for the people in your life that you have decided to make a part of your circle. I pray that you are connected to the right people, the right experiences, the right resources that will catapult you and cause you to really go out and move in your purpose. I pray that you are intentional about the things that you do. I pray that you live life full of love and with great intention. I pray that the people that you choose to surround yourself with are people who are worthy of your time, and you also commit to sowing into their lives as well. Welcome to my channel, and most of all, welcome to Transformational Mondays. I am Dr. JaNee Mobley. I'm affectionately known as Dr. JaNee, and I help women overcome mindsets that prevent profit, progress, and prosperity. The three P's, so that they will have the boldness and bravery to move forward and accelerate and ascend in their purpose. Y'all come on in as you come in. If you dare to say what city, what state, what continent, what island, whatever, right? You or country. Hi, Grayson, that you are tuning in from. If this is your first time joining me on tonight, make sure you put a one in the comments. If this is not your first time and you are a seasoned viewer, a seasoned connect, make sure, thank you for subscribing. Make sure you put a two. Welcome, Grayson. Welcome to everybody who is a first timer to my YouTube channel. And of course, welcome back to you all who are seasoned to this channel. We're going to go ahead and get started. I want to share with you all one of the things that I want you, right? If you want to be successful, I want you to type in a three, right? Type a three into the chat. And I want you to type a three in if you desire to achieve success. Absolutely, Grayson. If you want to be successful in your health, your business, in your purpose, in your career, in your relationships, in everything that you do, drop a three. If you all haven't already, make sure you subscribe to my channel and share this link out with about two or three people. So here is something that I want you to quit doing. If you really want to be successful, I want you, and if this is you, I want you to quit creating excuses. No, excuse me, making excuses. I looked up the definition of the Latin definition of excuse. And for those of you all who are seasoned to my YouTube community, you know that I'm all about getting and understanding. The Bible tells us that in all of our getting that we should get understanding. In every post you read, in every book you read, when you read the scripture, your goal is to get an understanding. Why? Because when we understand, we comprehend, we discern, we make sure that we position ourselves when we understand so that we can move differently. If you understand that if you consume too many carbs or too many high amounts of sugar, of foods, of beverages, is going to increase, or it can increase and elevate your blood glucose and your hemoglobin A1C, right? So since you are aware of that, then you know, okay, I need to reduce. It causes you to move differently. It makes you say, okay, I need to reduce the amount of sodas I drink, if that's you. I need to reduce the amount of sweet products that I consume on a daily basis. So when we have an understanding, we have comprehension of what it is that we are consuming. And it allows us to reposition ourselves. It gives us power. Do you realize when you understand something, it gives you power? One of the things that I understand, I know that people talk about black and white, but do you realize that at some point, at early, like very long time ago, black people were not able to read, right? Why? Because here's my belief, that when you understand something, it positions you to be aware so that you can make better choices. Okay? I went off on a tangent, but understanding is something that's big for me. So here's the thing: if you want to be successful, you got to quit making excuses. And here's the thing, let me sidebar. I don't share anything either that I have not gone through and overcome with you all. So trust me, what I'm sharing with you all, it ain't theory. It's real life stuff that I have actually had to do to acquire a level of success that I deem successful in my own life. So let's break down what the word excuse is, right? So if we break that up, you got X and you got Q's, right? So when you look up the word Q's is Latin. Okay. In Latin, Q's means cause or reason. I'll say that again. So excuse is, when you break it up, there's X as the prefix, Q's as the suffix. Q's means reason or cause. But when you look up X, it means without or excuse or excluding. So when you put X and you put Q's together, it means without cause, without reason. So when people make an excuse as to why they can't or they're not able to do something, it's without a reason, it's without a cause, it's unjustified. So you're making up something because ultimately you really don't want to do the thing that you say that you want to do. See, I'll tell y'all a quick story. I'll tell on me. And I found myself making excuses because here's the reality: I didn't want to do it. There were times, even in my business, that I didn't want to hit the live button, that I didn't want to hit the record button, all because I just didn't want to do it. So I made excuses. Oh, I'm sleepy. And here's the thing: I really was sleepy, but guess what? I wasn't so sleepy to be able to scroll through my phone. And here's the thing: one thing about me is, oh, I'll tell on me in a minute. It was almost like an outer body experience. I didn't feel like doing what was necessary for my business, and I found myself scrolling. And it was like almost an outer body experience. I was like, okay, you sitting here scrolling, me saying this to myself. You sitting here scrolling, but you say you sleepy. See, if you were really sleepy and exhausted, you'd have been asleep. You wouldn't be scrolling on his phone. See, when you make up an excuse, it's without cause, it's without reason. You're just making up stuff ultimately because you really don't want to do the thing that you say that you want to have and do. You want to make a great impact. You want to make millions of dollars. You want to build a successful business. But are your actions in alignment with what you say that you really want to do? The worst thing that you could ever do on the journey to success is to make excuses. And one thing that I've learned about successful people is that instead of making excuses, they create reasons why. That's number one. Successful people create reasons why they must. Even if you don't feel like it, even if they don't feel like it, they create reasons and identify reasons why they must do the things that they don't want to do to get the results that they so desire to get. I'll be honest with y'all, I'm sleepy right now. I'm probably talking real loud, but I get excited about stuff like this. But guess what? I have reasons why I got to hit the live button. I understand, and here's real talk. I understand that if I don't show up, right? How are the people who I am called to serve are going to know anything about Dr. JaNee? Remember, people buy from those who they know and brands who they know, like, and trust to some extent. The only way people will begin to be able to trust me is if they see me and I'm consistent. I'm consistent in the marketplace. I'm consistent in showing up. I'm consistent at providing great content. But if I just make up excuses, oh, I'm sleepy. Oh, I have this going on. I have that going on. No, I'm about creating reasons. The Bible tells me, and this is one of my first reasons, the Bible tells me that a good man, good woman, leaves an inheritance for her children's children, his children's children. So how can I leave them an inheritance if I'm not positioning myself to build an inheritance to be able to leave them? I ain't got time to make excuses. See, when Dr. JaNee don't feel like hitting the live button, when I don't feel like sending emails, when I don't feel like responding, when I don't feel like pitching myself for opportunities or creating my own opportunities, I remind myself of why I must. Number two reason, really number one reason, it ain't about me. I did a short today and I said this. I said, it's so much bigger than you. One thing that I've realized, and I realized this about myself, we as people are so selfish. We are so selfish to think that the gift that God has given us was about and for us. It wasn't for us. If we go back to Jeremiah chapter 1, one of my favorites in the Bible, his gift wasn't about him. God told him his gift, and then he told him right after, very shortly after, who his gift was for him to use him as a mouthpiece to speak to the people that they will be changed. Your gift is so much bigger than you. So every time you think about creating an excuse as to why you can't build your business, as to why you can't go to a trade show, as to why you can't start building, as to why you can't finish the book, as to why you can't pitch yourself for opportunities or create your own, even if you don't feel like people are opening doors for you. See, that's another excuse. Oh, people won't support you. Okay, here's the thing. If the people that you want to support you do not support you, then you get what's known as your cell phone and you create a following of people who will support you because they believe and they see that you are trustworthy. Quit focusing on people who don't support you. That's that's energy exhaustion. Quit focusing on those who do not support you and create a support system of your own. So, number one, successful people create reasons why they must. And here's my question to you: why must you show up? When you feel like giving up, what is your why? I'm going to tell y'all, you want to know my biggest why? This is my biggest why. I had this revelation one day that the Bible tells us that before he formed us in our mother's womb, he knew us, right? So before I had eyes, before I had arms, before I had a head, before I had legs, before I had organs, all of this stuff, God knew me. He discerned me. And because he knew me, he knew what he wanted me to come to this earth to do. And I believe that God sent me here just as he sent Jesus here on an assignment, right? So I want you to picture this. You are a leader. You're in a leadership position and you are leading a team of people. You're leading a team of people, right? And you send one of those people out to do an assignment. But they come back to you, instead of with the assignment complete, they come back to you with excuses. Oh, they didn't believe in me. Oh, they wouldn't support me. Oh, they wouldn't buy from me. Oh, that didn't work. So you just gave up. How would you feel if that person came to you with all of those different excuses? You would be rather irritated. You would be bothered because you sent them as a leader. You are the visionary. So you know what the end result is going to be. And you understand that you can't do it by yourself. So this is why you have a team of people. So you send them out to do it and they come back empty-handed. They come back with nothing done. They come back with the assignment incomplete. They come back with the assignment not even initiated. This is how I believe God feels when he sends us to this earth on an assignment and we don't complete the very assignment, the very purpose that he sent us to this earth to do. This is my biggest why. Because I refuse to get to heaven and he look at me in my face, and just like the what was it, the 3 men with the talents, he sent one out with one, I believe one out with a greater amount, and then I think the largest one had about 10. Don't quote me on that, but the number went higher, right? And instead of him going out and doubling that which he gave him, he came back with the same thing, which lets me know that God wants us to multiply. I always say that nothing that God does is ever small. It may start out small, but it never ends small. The goal ain't for it to be small. So number one, you got to get into a place where you are focused on creating reasons why you must show up. See, I'm going to end with this tonight. This is what I want you all to do. I want you to identify what your end goal is. What is your next level? What is it that you want to accomplish in your purpose? Do you want to build your business? Do you want to write the book? Do you want to act? Do you want to start a nonprofit organization? What is your next level? Right? What is your next? What is the very thing that you've been running from that you know that you should have been running to? What is the very thing, that assignment that you have been given that you have been fearing, but you really should be moving forward in fast faith? What is it? And instead of all of the reasons why you can't, I want you to identify every reason why you must. Start with, who is it for? If it's a book, what is the goal of the book? What is the solution that the book provides? Okay, it's to help people lose weight. So here's the bigger vision. Your goal is to help people live longer, fruitful lives. It ain't about you. Are you a stylist, a clothing stylist? Your goal is to not only make people look good, but feel good in the clothes that they're in. So when they go out and represent, they're just not representing themselves and their brand. They're representing God who sent them. It's bigger than you. Create every reason why. And here's the thing. Allow those reasons to push you to do the things that are necessary to reach the goals that you so desire. That's literally what I do. When I don't feel like it, even if it's exercise, if I don't feel like doing something, I identify reasons why I must. I exercise because here's the thing, I'm 42 years young. And I refuse to not be the example to our children of what living a healthy and prosperous life is. So I'm determined to take great care of me. I got to be the example. I'm determined to show people that God didn't lie when he told us that above all things, I wish that you be prosperous. I want you to profit, progress, and be in good health. I am demonstrating that. Not going to do it, but I'm doing it now. And I'm elevating that. That's why I must. When it feels uncomfortable to pitch my idea or pitch myself as a speaker at an event, I think about who will be in the crowd, who will be in the audience, who needs the transformation that I provide. Again, it's not about me. Instead of creating reasons why you can't. No, excuse me. Instead of making excuses without a cause as to why you can't, create reasons why you must and let it drive you. So I appreciate you all for joining me. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to my channel, and you all have a phenomenal day. And remember to know your worth. Good night, y'all. Bye.